I'm Corey.
I'm Jillian.
And we're Living in Diz. We are here not at downtown Disney. We're not home.
We're not at Disney World itself or even on property.
We're not. But we are in Orlando. And we are here for our first kind of on-location thing to do in Orlando when you're not at Disney. Can you believe it? There's other things to do.
American Ghost Adventures.
American Ghost Adventures. We are here to check out some stuff. We're gonna go on a tour, historic tour, downtown Orlando. Many different locations we will visit. We get our own meters to walk around and try to
K2 meters.
K2 meters to measure the energy and hear some really great stories.
Use flashlights.
And some stuff to really spook you.
Go in a haunted escape room.
This stuff is real, guys. Come along and see what we find.
And I don't know, but that building, I don't
That
feel
building
so
right
good.
there, there's a lot of history right there. And who knows, we may be being watched. Let's go!
That's where it comes from. There you go. Now, so, by a show of hands, how many of you guys are believers? Good. You guys have the entire group. We always ask for a skeptic so they can keep us on the ground. We're going to try to debunk everything. If you're a believer, this is our guy.
There's our skeptic.
I didn't say
He's never experienced anything before. Hopefully, this evening.
It'll be fun. There you go.
The buildings are so high.
We'll talk about this area in a little bit. We're just going to walk up here so we go over what and what to expect. We start here and we'll end our tour here tonight also.
That's so pretty.
Near the bee! Everybody from the local Orlando area?
Yes.
Okay. It's just basically saying they can manipulate things in a world. They're going to come over here and mess with Nelson and move his meter. They're going to play with his glasses. They're going to come over here and tug on your jacket and stuff like that. They can physically touch you. Okay, so that's what a genuine or intelligent haunt. That's what we're looking to interact with tonight. That's what's going to spike our meters. That's what's going to turn on and off our flashlights tonight. The third type of haunt is called an object haunt. Let's say, what is your name? I'm sorry. Anna? This is Anna's favorite chair. Nobody sits in Anna's chair. Everybody knows that's Anna's chair. But Anna comes on a tour and she's careless tonight. She walks in front of the train. Whoop. Anna's gone. You come along, because now you're going to go, I'm going to put this chair out at a garage sale, and you're like, I like that chair. And you purchase it. Now, all of a sudden, you see a lady sitting in your room. Right? And you call up American Ghost Adventure and go, there's a lady in my house. We're going to go, well, tell us a story. Oh, I've lived there for 20 years, and I've not had any activity. And we'll go, did you do any ceremonies? Did you buy something new? And you're going to go, I do remember. I did buy a chair at a garage sale. You know what I'm going to tell you? Give it to your best friend. What's your name? You're going to give it to her. She's going to stash it in her garage. And you're not going to tell her anything about it. Now, if it's truly an object hunt, you're going to start seeing Anna in your house. And it's no longer with her. So whatever object goes, that personality will go with it. That area. And the chef is looking at me.
Sorry for the wind, guys, here. It was way windier than we expected. But this is Ting, T-I-N-G. She was awesome. She has brought us here. This is the start of the tour. And she brought us here to this old train station that is very haunted. So, again, like you saw in the beginning, just a second ago in the video, The flashlights are used to communicate with spirits, so she tried to call out a spirit by putting a flashlight up on the post. As you can see right there, that tiny brick post at the top. Looks like it's on, but it's really not. It's just a reflection at the moment. And if there's a spirit present, it will light at some point to answer yes and no questions. So he didn't come out right away, so she started telling a story. She stayed upstairs in a second floor apartment, and she locked the bottom door one night, and this was all part of one of her investigations, and she heard a knock on the door as she locked the door behind her in the apartment. And she was like, there's no way I am opening up that door. And look, the flashlight lit up all by itself. Nobody around, no gimmicks, no jokes. We wouldn't do that to you guys. And then she asked him to turn it off if that was the gentleman that in fact knocked on the door. And what nobody pointed out, but I did with my camera, when that flashlight went out, that porch light went on. Crazy timing? Maybe, but man,
Coincidence?
crazy.
I think not.
I don't think so either. So that's a good summarization of what went on in this first situation here with us. It was the most interactive situation we had. We went along to step closer to the flashlight and try to figure out some more information with the spirit, and the spirit did communicate with us a little bit. We found out that it was a male and that his name started with S, but we had to move along on the tour. So again, man, we don't scam you guys. This is authentic, real stuff, really awesome. You have to check it out. Let's move along. This is a walking tour, as we said.
I know, right?
It was very compact, though. We only went a few blocks down historic Orlando.
Places to cover.
And yeah, so we made several stops. This was a stop here where there's a building that is still unoccupied over to the right of us, or the right of the camera, and there have been several businesses there.
Taxidermists?
When the building was new, there was a guy that did taxidermy, then he embalmed people, then he had a casket business, and he would display people in the window. Hello. So you can imagine how haunted that place is. Well, it is on that second floor. When the club owner bought that, they had leftover lining from the caskets, and they went ahead and thought it would be a good idea to line the walls with the casket material.
Therefore, it was called the Blue Room.
For the blue material. And they had a girl, I'll tell you quickly, they had a new bartender on duty, and they were teasing her with all these scary stories, and she didn't want to go upstairs to get some supplies, and then finally they talked her into it after saying, oh, don't worry about it, they're just ghost stories. So she goes upstairs and she starts getting some supplies when the door closes behind her. She runs to the door, frightened, tries to open the door, and she can't open the door no matter how hard she tries. So some time goes by, and they're wondering, where is this girl? So the owner goes upstairs, or the owner sends a worker upstairs, and he gets the door open easily, finds her in the closet, all curled up and crying, and says, what's wrong? And she said, you guys are the worst. That door was locked, and I couldn't get out because you guys locked it. And he's like, what are you talking about? There's not even a lock on the door. So, dun dun dun. We took some pictures up there to see if we could see anything, but we couldn't really see anything. But you never know. It's a crapshoot.
My meter's going crazy. We are in an open area where the Magnolia Hotel was located. Look at that. Yeah, mine had a red.
Mine had red too.
It is a man.
Here is the most haunted corner in all of Florida.
Pine and Magnolia.
Yes, Pine and Magnolia. We're standing literally on a graveyard with a church just down the street, and that's supposed to be the perfect storm for spirits to come through.
What I found very interesting about this street is every single business on it was haunted, and it still is to this day.
And business owners have plenty of stories, so you can go inside and you can ask any business owner anytime, and if they want to share it with you, they will share the stories with you.
Right through those trees.
I love you, Ting, and also I love how Ting was just going up to some store owners or some people that were working or standing outside of the building and just said, do you have any new stories for us? And sometimes they would.
Place of burial. You guys see any markers, headstones floating around anywhere? No? It's because you're standing on it. What's behind churches? Cemeteries and graveyards, right? The difference between a cemetery, you're standing right on it. The difference between a cemetery is just a free plot of land. A graveyard is going to be always attached to your church. Inside a building and talk about it, and let's see if we can make communications with another spirit. You guys ready? Our bathroom break. So if you guys need to use the bathrooms, the women's is over here, men's is right here. And I tell everybody, we sell t-shirts but no shorts. So if you guys really want to use the restroom before we go there, go ahead and go at this time.
That is going to do it here for Living in Diz, our first on location type of video, like not in Disney and not at home. So this is something that we wanted to share with you. We'll branch out now and then and let you know what else you can do if you want to do something outside of Disney. Come take a ghost tour. This is the first one we've ever done. It was awesome. We're going to do it again.
If you're a non-believer, you'll believe after the tour.
Yeah, because the first few minutes of the tour, they use flashlights to communicate, because the spirits can turn those flashlights on for yes and no questions. And as you saw at the beginning of our video, it happened right away. And there was one non-believer in the group, and I'm hoping he's believing now.
I think he believes now.
He said he had a great time, and how can you deny a flashlight going off and on command with questions? It's crazy. So, you know, we're probably being watched up there right now. But American Ghost Adventures, you got to check it out.
Good night.
One of those things you can do in Orlando for so much fun. Kind of this historic area, really nice area, great places to eat. We ate at American Graffiti, what's it called?
No, it was Graffiti Junction.
Graffiti Junction. Great burgers, great fries for a cheap price. All four of us
and it's not
ate
like
big
those
burgers
frozen
and fries.
It's like those fresh cut.
Great fries.
Fresh cut.
Yeah, fresh cut, less than 29 bucks. Really good deal. And just down the street is the Amway Center where the Orlando Magic play. They had a game tonight. Lots
also,
happening in this area.
The most haunted corner.
In the most haunted corner, we would take
Pine and Magnolia.
Pine and Magnolia in Orlando. Lots of history here. Check it out. I think we're out of here.
Also the Walgreens, that was like the most robbed store.
Yeah. So
which I thought that was interesting.
It was.
Like back then.
I'm Corey.
I'm Jillian. I'm Jacob.
And where?
Oh,
Living
that's Tammy.
in Diz. There's Tammy. She's looking out for ghosts
Living
behind
in
our back.
Diz.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.